Everything has an expiration date, even the universe itself. The stars above us, the galaxies that stretch across billions of light years, even time and space, all of it will someday come to an end. But how? Will the cosmos burn in fire, collapse into itself, or simply fade away into silence? Scientists have developed several powerful theories, each one stranger than science fiction, and each one painting a different picture of the last day of the universe. A universe in motion. Right now, our universe is in constant motion. Since the Big Bang 13.8 billion years ago, it has been expanding. At first, scientists thought this expansion might slow down under the pull of gravity, but in the late 1990s, astronomers discovered something shocking. The universe isn't slowing down, it's accelerating. Something unseen, called dark energy, is pushing galaxies farther and farther apart. This mysterious force makes up about 70% of the universe, yet we know almost nothing about it. And it's this dark energy that holds the key to many of our possible cosmic endings. Scenario 1. Heat death. The Big Freeze. The most widely accepted theory is the heat death of the universe, also called the Big Freeze. Imagine billions of years passing. Stars slowly exhaust their fuel and fade into cold, white dwarfs. Over time, galaxies stop forming new stars. The night sky that once glittered with light becomes emptier and emptier. Fast forward trillions of years. Black holes dominate the universe, swallowing stars and matter. But even black holes don't last forever. They slowly evaporate through Hawking radiation, releasing their mass as faint particles until they vanish. In the end, only a thin fog of subatomic particles drifts through space. The universe doesn't end in fire or chaos. It ends in silence. Everything becomes evenly spread out, too cold and too empty for life or motion. A cosmic graveyard of absolute stillness. Scenario 2. The Big Rip. Now let's turn up the intensity. The Big Rip is a far more dramatic possibility. If dark energy grows stronger with time, the expansion of the universe could speed up so much that it begins to tear everything apart. First, galaxies will be torn away from each other. Then, stars will rip out of their galaxies. Solar systems, including ours, will unravel as planets drift into the void. Eventually, the pull becomes so extreme that even atoms themselves are ripped apart. This is the universe shredded down to its most basic pieces. The final act comes when even space and time can no longer hold together. In this ending, the universe doesn't fade. It shatters. Scenario 3. The Big Crunch. But what if expansion doesn't last forever? What if gravity eventually wins? This leads to the theory of the Big Crunch. Here, dark energy weakens or reverses, and the expansion of the universe slows down. Galaxies begin falling back toward one another. The night sky brightens as galaxies collide in violent fireworks. Temperatures skyrocket as everything is crushed together. Stars and planets are torn apart until all matter collapses into a dense, fiery core. In this scenario, the universe ends much like it began, in a single, blazing point of energy. Some scientists even speculate that this collapse could spark a new Big Bang, suggesting the universe may not die once, but cycle endlessly between creation and destruction. Stranger possibilities. Vacuum decay. Our universe may not be perfectly stable. In theory, a bubble of true vacuum could suddenly form somewhere in space, a region with lower energy than the one we live in. This bubble would expand at the speed of light, rewriting the laws of physics instantly. We wouldn't even see it coming. One moment, everything exists. The next, it doesn't. The Big Bounce. Another idea suggests the universe may never truly end, but instead endlessly bounces. It expands, collapses, and expands again, repeating forever like a cosmic heartbeat. If true, we may just be one version of an infinite cycle of universes. What does this mean for us? All of these scenarios share one thing in common. They happen on timescales beyond human imagination. Heat death wouldn't arrive for trillions upon trillions of years. The Big Rip, if it's even real, wouldn't happen for tens of billions of years at the earliest. Even a Big Crunch is unimaginably far away. In other words, humanity doesn't need to worry about the end of the universe tomorrow, or even in a billion tomorrows. But these theories do remind us of something important. The universe is not eternal. Everything, every star, every galaxy, every planet, will eventually vanish. The human perspective. So why study this? Why think about endings we'll never live to see? Because these scenarios force us to confront just how fragile and temporary everything is. Earth, humanity, even our solar system. These are just brief sparks in a much larger story. And yet, there's hope in that perspective too. Right now, the universe is alive with energy. Stars burn, galaxies spin, and life on Earth thrives. We exist in a rare, vibrant moment before the Great Silence. Conclusion. So how will the universe end? Will it freeze in eternal darkness, rip apart in chaos, collapse into fire, or rebound in an endless cycle? We don't know for sure, but each theory paints a picture of cosmic destiny that's both terrifying and awe-inspiring. The last day of the universe may be unimaginably far away, but it reminds us of something important. The value of today. The stars still shine, the galaxies still glow, and for now, we are here to witness them.